So let's go over this article that was dropped last Thursday. A federal judge in Brooklyn agreed Thursday to keep jurors anonymous and partially sequestered if R&B singer R. Kelly goes to trial there. United States District Judge Ann Donnelly granted the request originally made by prosecutors back in July. Her decision was announced in a docket entry in Kelly's case, though the order itself appeared to be sealed. Kelly also faces federal charges in Chicago, but it appears likely he'll go to trial first on a racketeering indictment in Brooklyn. They want that boy bad in New York. In July, prosecutors out east told the judge the evidence in their case could lead jurors to believe Kelly is capable of inflicting violence. And this is why I say these people need to step back and let his attorneys handle his case. Going all over there, burning that girl car up, out of order. Going to these people's social media platforms when they go live, leaving harassing and disrespectful comments in a comment section, out of order. They pointed to the anticipated media coverage of the trial. Voila. Social media. That's what they talking about. Because the mainstream media is done with R. Kelly's accusers. They're done with all the interviews. Only thing mainstream media is covering now is what's going on in his case. They are no longer interested in interviewing the accusers, as well as allegations that Kelly obstructed justice in his 2008 inappropriate video trial in Cook County. Kelly attorney Michael Leonard said the singer's legal team was shocked, I don't know why, by the judge's decision, noting that anonymous jurors are usually only called for in the most extreme circumstances. Y'all don't think what these people have done to his accusers is extreme? I do. Then R. Kelly attorney said, we're really surprised that the judge would order such extreme measures for somebody like Kelly who has no criminal history. Child, that's what they trying to prove, that he has a criminal history. These are the allegations that they're claiming. And by far, these people who call themselves representing him is help proving the state's case. Going all over there, burning up that girl car. Because for a minute, I really thought that she did it herself. Then come to find out, it's them. Got me over here thinking the girl was trying to do an insurance claim. Nah, it's Dawn Russell all over there burning up that girl car. Then you have people propositioning her money to drop her case. Then you got protesters walking up and down the street yelling out obscenities. Then you got the same YouTubers, every time these people go live, jumping in these people comment section, harassing them, disrespecting them continuously. It ain't hard for these people to prove their case when you got people like this claiming they represent R. Kelly. In a letter to the judge this summer, Leonard asked that the names of potential jurors be made available to Kelly's legal team and prosecutors. He wrote, Mr. Kelly and his counsel are not requesting that the names be made available to Mr. Kelly as well, even though there is no legitimate reason not to do so. You see, that's what I'm talking about right there. He didn't even have to say that because he insinuated that they would share the jurors' names to R. Kelly. And these people that's going to be on the juror have already been sent out letters 9 times out of 10. They've been sent out letters telling them that they will possibly be called to the R. Kelly case. And by these people that be online with all this foolishness going on, these people don't want to have anything to do with that. They in fear for their life. These people don't want to be harassed. Can you really blame them? I don't. Prosecutors have said they want to keep the identities of all prospective jurors, including their names, addresses, and places of employment, hidden from Kelly and the attorneys throughout the trial. Why not? He don't need to know the jurors' names. All he needs to keep up with is his accusers and what they are accusing him of. The jurors don't matter if you want to be technical. They also want jurors to eat lunch together and be accompanied in and out of the courtroom by the United States Marshal Service so that they do not mingle in the courthouse with the public or any potential trial spectators. Can you blame them? In addition to the expected media coverage and allegations that Kelly interfered with his 2008 inappropriate video trial, prosecutors wrote that Kelly is likely to be perceived as dangerous. What I did. Multiple witnesses will testify that Kelly physically and violently assaulted them when they broke one of his rules. Multiple. Geronda Pace, Azriel Clary, Faith Rogers, and Joycelyn Savage just might pop up. They also added the fact that jurors are aware that their identities are publicly known may subtly and unconsciously impair their impartiality. So basically, what the prosecutors are saying right there is that they don't need anybody intimidating the jurors because their information will be put out to the public. They don't want anybody harassing them and to interfere with their judgment because there's a possibility that these people's minds are already made up to vote guilty. New York mind is made up. And basically, this is what they say. This is what I get out of it. Their minds are already made up in New York. If they can convict R. Kelly in New York first on racketeering, Chicago gonna come through and just finish him. He gonna already be finished on the racketeering charges. But Chicago gonna pick up where they left off and charge him too. So that's double time. So the article goes on to say, Anonymous juries are typically reserved for mob, terrorism, or street gang cases. The 2016 trial in Chicago of the Hobo Street Gang, a case that involved the murder of a federal informant, played out before an anonymous jury. So did the Family Secrets mob trial in 2017. So what they saying right there is that there's a possibility that they know that the jury is ready to vote guilty on R. Kelly, but they don't need nobody harassing them, and they don't need nobody to come up 6 feet deep. Prosecutors in Brooklyn allege Kelly led an enterprise made up of his managers, bodyguards, drivers, and other employees who helped him recruit women and girls for sex. The Chicago case alleges inappropriate child video and obstruction of justice involving the 2008 trial. Boom. They want R. Kelly bad in New York. Because if they get him first in New York, Chicago is going to come through and pick up where they left off and get him on his 2008 trial, because they feel like they should have got him then, but they didn't. And now that they got the opportunity to get him, they going to get him. And technically, they got him. He been in jail over a year. They're not trying to let him out under no kind of circumstances. No trial date is currently set in either case. Donnelly told attorneys during a hearing last month that she anticipated a trial in January, but R. Kelly's attorneys asked her to hold off on setting a date. Yeah. Even his attorneys need time to process all this information. You got a lot of people out here saying that it's about R. Kelly's masters. No, it ain't. In my opinion, it's about that 2008 trial. That's what it's about. They didn't get him then, so they want him now. All those accusers opened the door for them to finish what they started in 2008.